Hello, my lovely friend. Have you ever stood in front of your closet, holding up a pair of pants you used to love and thought, hmm, why doesn't this feel right anymore? It's not that your taste has changed. It's that you've evolved, and your clothing should grow with you, not work against you. That's why today we're having a gentle, honest conversation about pants. Yes, those faithful staples in our wardrobes that can either make us feel like the most confident woman in the room or leave us wondering why something just feels off. Here's the truth. Some pant styles that once flattered us may now be quietly aging us. But don't worry, we're not here to throw everything out. We're here to refine, to shift, to choose with intention, because true style doesn't fade with age. It deepens, it becomes more elegant, more honest, more you. In this video, I'll walk you through 7 pant styles that might be holding your look back and what to wear instead to feel lifted, effortless, and radiant. Think of this as your friendly fashion tune-up. No rules, no shame, just loving advice from one woman to another who wants you to shine. So if you've ever asked yourself, what kind of pants actually work for my body now? You're in the perfect place. Let's explore these quiet mistakes together and unlock simple, elegant upgrades that celebrate who you are today. Are you ready? Let's begin. Let's begin with a style that many of us have worn and loved, the exaggerated bell-bottom. Oh yes, those flared pants that swish when we walk. They had their moment, didn't they? In the 70s and even in more recent revivals, they made a bold statement. They were fun, free-spirited, and oh so dramatic. But here's the thing. As beautiful as they once were, that dramatic flair, the kind that starts at the thigh and fans out like a trumpet, can overwhelm our shape, especially now. Instead of elongating the legs, it can actually do the opposite. It adds volume in the lower half and cuts our silhouette in a way that makes us appear shorter and wider. Not exactly the look we're going for these days, right? But don't worry, this doesn't mean we have to give up the drama. We just need to modernize it. Enter the contemporary wide-leg pant. This style is a breath of fresh air. It starts with a more tailored fit at the waist and hips. Then, instead of flaring out abruptly, it eases into a wide leg, usually beginning around the knee or slightly lower. The result is a long, elegant line that lengthens the leg and balances the body beautifully. And the best part? It works on almost every figure. Whether you're curvy, petite, or tall, this cut has a way of smoothing, shaping, and celebrating the natural body. One of my favorite looks is a pair of dark wash wide-leg jeans, no fading, no frills. Just clean, polished structure. Pair it with a crisp white button-down shirt tucked in softly. Add a slim leather belt to define the waist. And suddenly, there's confidence in every step. For cooler days, layer on a cropped leather jacket or a tailored blazer. This combination of softness and structure creates a powerful, timeless outfit that speaks volumes without saying a word. And the comfort? It's unmatched. Unlike tight or clingy pants, wide-leg trousers allow you to move, breathe, and sit with ease. They flow with your body, not against it. So if you've been holding on to those dramatic bell-bottoms out of nostalgia, maybe it's time to let them go. Or at least, let them rest. Because the woman you are today deserves pants that move with grace, flatter your form, and carry your presence with quiet power. And the modern wide-leg pant. It does exactly that. Now let's talk about something we've all fallen for at least once. The embellished pant. You know the one I mean. Jeans or trousers covered in embroidery, glittering rhinestones, or even oversized flowers stitched across the pockets. At the time, they felt fun. A little sparkle here. A flourish there. It made us feel youthful, expressive, even a bit daring. But over time, something shifted. What once felt charming now feels loud, distracting even. Because here's the thing. When a pant tries too hard to be noticed, it ends up pulling attention away from you. from your face, your presence, your grace. And we don't need our clothes to shout anymore. We've already learned how to speak without raising our voices. So what's the alternative? It's all about subtle sophistication, the kind that whispers elegance rather than screams for attention. Think beautifully tailored pants and high-quality fabric. No glitter needed, just a perfect fit and a thoughtful detail, like a discreet gold button, a sharply pressed crease down the front, or a slightly contrasting stitch that hints at craftsmanship without being obvious. These touches don't demand attention. They invite admiration. If you still love a bit of personality in your wardrobe, and I believe every woman should, you don't have to stick to plain. Try printed pants, but choose wisely. Skip the giant florals and bright geometric patterns. Instead, go for smaller, more refined designs. Soft vertical stripes, delicate dots. Neutral tone geometric shapes. These styles elongate the body, keep the eye moving, and create interest without clutter. One lovely look. A pair of black and ivory print trousers with a slim, tucked-in blouse. Add minimalist earrings and a pair of pointed flats. It's artful. It's elegant, and it's utterly effortless. And for something a bit dressier, consider pants with a subtle jacquard texture or a satin finish in a rich tone. These reflect light in just the right way, perfect for dinners, theater nights, or special occasions. Pair with a silk blouse and a structured clutch. The result is pure sophistication, without a single sequin in sight. Because true style after 50 isn't about making noise. It's about knowing what truly enhances us and letting go of anything that feels like a costume from a different time. So, my dear, if your closet still holds a pair of glitter-covered jeans, maybe it's time to thank them for the memories and make space for something quieter, richer, and more you. The skinny jeans. Tight, sleek, modern. At least that's how we saw them when they first appeared. They promised to be the fashion cure-all, hugging every curve and going with everything. But now, they feel more like a chore than a choice. Let's be honest. If you have to jump, twist, or hold your breath just to get them past your hips, that's not style. That's stress. And worse, the tighter they are, the more they accentuate every dip, bump, and line. Not to mention how uncomfortable they feel after an hour of sitting. Fashion, at this stage in life, should never punish. It should support, lift, and allow you to move with ease and grace. That's why the straight-leg pant is the true star now. It doesn't squeeze or suffocate. It simply follows the natural line of your leg, creating a smooth, continuous shape from the hips to the hem, and the visual effect. Sleek, elongating, and quietly confident. Try a pair in soft stretch denim or a lightweight crepe. Mid or high-rise waists are your friend. They support the tummy and create balance. Tuck in a soft blouse, add a slim belt, and suddenly your entire posture changes. You look more upright, more relaxed, and you feel amazing. The beauty of straight-leg pants is how versatile they are. Pair them with a structured blazer for work, a loose cardigan for errands, or a silky top for dinner. One pant, endless possibilities. And best of all, they don't fight your body. They glide, they flow, they say, I see you, and I love every line. So if your skinny jeans are still hiding in your drawer, waiting for a good day, maybe it's time to let them go. Because true elegance doesn't cling, it moves. And darling, so should you. Let's talk about a tricky little piece that sneaks into our wardrobes with good intentions. The pantycourt, also known as culottes or wide-legged cropped trousers. At first glance, they seem like the perfect in-between, shorter than full-length pants, breezier than skirts. But here's the problem. When pantycourts are poorly tailored, they do more harm than good. They often stop at the widest part of the calf. They flare too much, or they have excess fabric that bunches and breaks the vertical line of your body. The result: a visual block right at the bottom half. Your legs look shorter, your frame feels heavier. And instead of a graceful silhouette, you get a shape that feels stumped. But here's the good news. You don't have to give up cropped pants. You just need to choose smarter ones. The modern cropped straight leg pant is the upgrade you've been waiting for. This style hits just above the ankle, high enough to flatter, low enough to feel comfortable. And more importantly, it keeps a clean vertical line from hip to hem. That's what gives you that elongated, elegant feel. And when the pant skims the body without adding width, you move through the day with ease, style, and confidence. Here's the secret trick. Show the instep of your foot. Pair your cropped pants with open-back mules, dainty heels, or sandals with thin straps. It draws the eye upward and lengthens the leg. For cooler days, try a lightweight trench coat or a fitted blazer that ends right where the pants do. It brings harmony to your proportions. No chopping, no shortening, just balance. And don't forget texture. Cropped pants in twill, cotton blends, or light wool add polish without bulk. A subtle pinstripe or neutral tone adds even more refinement. You can wear them to brunch, the office, or an evening gathering. Just change your top, your shoes, maybe a necklace, and you're ready. Because the goal isn't to hide your body. It's to respect its natural beauty. And cropped straight-leg pants do exactly that. So if you've tried panacorts and felt something was just off, now you know why. And you also know the solution. Less fabric, more structure, and a length that lets you shine. Ah, linen. Just saying the word brings to mind breezy afternoons, warm sunshine, and effortless summer style. It's a fabric we adore, light, breathable, and full of natural charm. But here's the catch. As beautiful as linen is, it can be surprisingly unforgiving, especially when it's unlined. Have you ever put on a pair of linen pants, sat down for 5 minutes, and stood up looking like you slept in them? Or worse, realized the fabric was so sheer you could see straight through it? Yes, my dear, that's the linen dilemma. Unlined linen pants, while airy, can betray your look in an instant. They wrinkle easily, they cling in the wrong places, and they reveal more than you might want to share. What starts as elegant can quickly turn into sloppy. But don't worry. You don't have to give up on linen. You just have to be smarter about it. The solution: lined linen pants. Or better yet, linen blends. When your linen pants have a soft inner lining, like cotton, viscose, or crepe, they keep their structure. They stay opaque, and they glide instead of grab. They don't stick to your thighs. They don't wrinkle into hard creases with every step, and they keep their polish from morning to night. Linen blends are another little miracle. When linen is paired with cotton or even a touch of polyester, the fabric becomes softer, smoother, and less prone to chaos. You get the look and feel of linen, but with grace and stability. Imagine this: a pair of mid-rise linen blend trousers in soft beige. They fall gently from the hip, with a wide waistband that smooths without squeezing. You pair them with a tucked-in silk blouse and a long pendant necklace. Effortless elegance. Perfect for lunch with friends, a garden party, or even just a day where you want to feel comfortable and put together. Want to go more casual? Swap the blouse for a chambray shirt and gold flats. You still look polished, but with a touch of relaxed charm. Because style isn't about impressing others. It's about how you feel when you catch your own reflection. And no one wants to look rumpled or exposed, especially when it's so easily avoided. So if you've got a pair of see-through, always wrinkled linen pants hiding in your closet, it might be time to say goodbye and say hello to lined linen or blends that love you back. Because you deserve beauty with comfort, elegance with ease, and fabrics that stay as composed as you are. Let's take a moment to remember the early 2000s. Low-rise jeans were everywhere. We wore them to feel young, edgy, fashionable. And at the time, maybe they did make sense. But now, they're more trouble than they're worth. Low-rise pants sit far below the natural waistline, often right at the hips, or worse, even lower. And here's the problem. That cut divides the body in the least flattering place. It shortens the torso, flattens the rear, and highlights areas most of us would prefer to soften, like the lower tummy or love handles. Not to mention the discomfort. Ever sat down in a pair of low-rise pants and immediately had to pull at your top? Or constantly worried about showing more than you wanted to? That's not freedom, that's a distraction, and we've outgrown it. What we need now are pants that support us, not pants we have to manage all day. The solution? Mid-rise and high-rise pants. These beauties sit comfortably at or just above the belly button, right where your natural waist is. They create a clean, uninterrupted line from waist to hem. They elongate the torso. They improve posture. And they hold everything in place with a gentle, flattering embrace. It's like your pants are saying, I've got you. One little styling trick. Choose pants with a slightly wide waistband and a soft front pleat. This combination smooths the midsection, adds structure, and creates a lovely vertical line. It hides what we want hidden and flatters what we want to highlight. You can pair high-rise trousers with a tucked-in blouse, a tailored tee, or even a lightweight sweater. Layer on a soft cardigan, a belt, or a scarf, and suddenly, you're walking out the door with confidence. Shoes. Pointed flats, heeled loafers, or sleek white sneakers all work beautifully. It's a look that moves effortlessly from morning coffee to evening dinner. And the best part, you don't have to adjust anything. You feel held, lifted, and secure, because that's what modern elegance is about. Not just looking great, but feeling great, inside and out. So if those low-rise jeans are still hiding in your drawer, waiting for a comeback, it's time to let them go. And replace them with pieces that meet you where you are now, stronger, wiser, and more stunning than ever. Let's wrap up with one final style that often hides behind the word practical. Cargo pants. We've all seen them. Those wide-legged trousers with large, bulky pockets on the sides, usually on the thighs or hips. And yes, they're comfortable. They're functional. They make us feel like we're ready for anything from a hike to a trip to the hardware store. But here's the truth. Bulky side pockets add unnecessary volume, right where most of us would rather feel slimmer. They widen the hips, they throw off the proportions of the body, and they tend to give off a casual, sometimes sloppy vibe that doesn't reflect the graceful woman you are. Just because something has utility doesn't mean it flatters. But don't worry, you don't have to give up comfort to stay stylish. You simply need to choose a more refined version. Tailored, utility-inspired pants are the perfect solution. Think of them as the polished cousin of the cargo pant. They may still have pockets, but those pockets are subtle, streamlined, and thoughtfully placed. Instead of sitting bulky on the thighs, they're integrated along the seams. Instead of ballooning, they skim the leg with soft, flattering structure. And the fabric? Swap stiff cotton for stretched twill, smooth crepe, or a linen blend. These materials hold shape while still allowing ease of movement. They whisper sophistication even on your most casual days. Style them with a cotton blouse, perhaps in soft ivory or chambray blue. Add elegant loafers or sandals that show a bit of the ankle. Finish with a structured handbag or a delicate chain necklace. Suddenly, your functional pants have turned into a statement of quiet elegance. For cooler months, layer a light trench or a fitted blazer over the look. Keep the color palette soft, clean, and minimal. It's an easy way to feel pulled together without sacrificing comfort. Because, darling, you don't need to choose between looking good and feeling good. You can have both. You can move with ease, carry your phone and keys, even run errands all day, and still look like you just stepped out of a boutique. That's the power of thoughtful design. So, if you've been reaching for those oversized cargo pants out of habit, maybe it's time to trade them in for something that still works hard, but works with your body, not against it. You deserve clothing that supports your lifestyle and your elegance. Because style after 50 isn't about giving things up. It's about elevating what we choose to keep. So here we are, my beautiful friend. We've walked through 7 pant styles, some we once adored, others we wore without thinking, and we've gently asked the question, does this still serve the woman I am today? Because the truth is, your style isn't stuck in the past. It's evolving. With you, with your wisdom, with your softness, with your quiet power. The goal is not to chase trends or fit into someone else's idea of youth. It's to feel radiant, comfortable, and utterly yourself, no matter the decade. That might mean letting go of what no longer fits your life, your body, or your sense of joy. And that's not loss, that's growth. So whether you're trading out tight skinny jeans for a flowing wide leg or swapping bulky cargo pants for tailored ease, remember, you are not starting over. You are stepping further into your elegance, and I'm so proud of you for that. If this video made you smile or helped you see yourself in a kinder light, please click like, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications so you won't miss what's coming next. And now, I'd love to hear from you. Which pant style are you saying goodbye to? Which one are you excited to try? Let's keep this conversation going in the comments, because true style becomes even more powerful when it's shared. Thank you for being here. Until next time, stay graceful, stay confident, and above all, stay beautifully you.